Initializing connection. Establishing network connectivity. Processing. Upload complete.
Hi, you're watching Pixel Politics, the only show that... Nah, let's put this off one more day. I'm kidding. We'll do New York. New York primaries tomorrow, April 19th, and a win there would be vitally important for both of the remaining candidates. Its 247 pledged delegates makes New York the second largest remaining contest in the primary process, dwarfed only by California's 475 pledged delegates. There are, of course, superdelegates at play as well, but they only endorse tomorrow, not vote. There are a few things to note about New York going into the primary. One, it's a closed primary. This means you must be registered as a Democrat in order to vote for the Democratic nominee. 2, first-time voters must have registered as a Democrat by March 25th in order to vote this primary cycle. And 3, independent voters must have re-registered as Democrats by October 10th of 2015, because, you know, independent votes mean less. Now, it's unsurprising that historically New York has had some pretty strong turnout numbers. Back in 2008, 1.8 million individuals cast their ballot in the primary. And if I had to make a prediction, I would say that this year that number is actually likely to increase because of the increased importance in New York's primary. An importance that is only compounded by the fact that only 7 short days after New York, 5 additional states will hold their primaries. This makes New York not only the second largest delegate pool remaining in the race, but also the largest campaign commercial a candidate could hope for. And lastly, polls don't look great for Sanders, but if we look at my overall panic levels, you'll see I'm still at a cautiously optimistic. And this is because all of the latest polls look only at likely voters, which is kind of code for excluding the youth and first-time votes, both of which are demographics which highly favor Sanders. Also, these respondent pools are laughably small. We're talking about 300 to 500 likely voters in the state of New York. And 300 to 500 likely voters in New York are about as representative of that state as 1 to 2 guys in Nevada. So we'll just see what happens tomorrow. Well, that's it for the program today. As always, I'm your host, James GK, and you just watched Pixel Politics.